Okay, so I just want to highlight some things that I bought in 2024 that I liked, and I just want to share with you. You might find some useful stuff out of it, but I found these things to be useful, and they're not too terribly expensive, right? Let's check these out. One of the first things I bought in 2024 was this. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but the CP60 wine cellar bass driver. It just adds a little bit of flavor, a little kiss, a little drive. You can mix it, some harmonics, some lows and highs. It's not doing a whole lot of stuff, right? But it's doing just a little bit to give you just a little bit more punch than just going straight into stuff. So this one turned out to be pretty cool. I watched a couple of reviews online and it moved me to research it a little bit more. Then I just pulled the trigger on it, and it's only 34 bucks. So it's really not too too shabby in the price. And at that price, sometimes you buy some stuff and you wind up leaving it in the closet because it doesn't measure up. But this one, I haven't unplugged it since I got it. It stays on my little 3 pedal board here. So this is something that's worth trying out, in my opinion. It's not a super bang for your buck kind of a thing. It's not going to change your sound like considerably, but it's just one of those things where sometimes you need a little bit extra, it's there for you. Or if you just want to get a little bit more boost, right? And it has a DI out, which is pretty cool, so you can get a little bit of a cleaner sound. What else did I got here? And then I also bought this is the MS60B Plus, and this one is probably my favorite of all, right? I've got a Zoom B4 little pedal. It's like 60 bucks. And it's okay for a beginner, but in comparison with this thing nails it, right? Sounds really good. Build quality is dope. And it's easy to use. Haven't pulled out the directions yet. And so far I'm just using the presets. And that's enough for me right now. I'm just, intermediate beginner. So I don't need to dive in there and go crazy, but I do have my little note cards, and when I'm playing, I really like something, I write down the patch. So I've got like 2 or 3 patches that I use a lot, and the price is $99. I think I paid a little bit more, actually. I think I paid like $130 or $120. So it looks like it's a little bit cheaper, which makes it even better. Is it on sale? I'm not sure, but this is definitely a go. Like, knowing what I know now, if I was going to tell a beginner to get a pedal, I would tell them to start here, actually, because this one sounds really good. The patches in there are enticing. You ever get a pedal? It's got like 100 different sounds in it, and 90 of them you're just like, eh. This one actually has, each one is distinct from the other. You don't get a lot of just junk. These actually sound really good, and I like that. So this is definitely a recommendation, but you have to do your own homework. Don't just trust what I tell you. Another thing is this Fabric XL. I'm gonna have to bleep out my serial number, actually. This Fabric XL is actually really dope. It comes with like 3 different parts to it. It's got piano, it's got synth, it's got electric piano, and I think it's got one more I can't remember off the top of my head. But I really like using this with my scaler. Have a little bit of music theory, so I use scaler to kind of drive my melodies and everything, and I'm using that to trigger this, which is really good. But this one I got on sale. Don't remember how much I paid for it, but I think it was like over 50% off. I don't, what's it, 4th? Oh, that was in August, September. So they had some kind of sale going on in September, and I wound up taking advantage of it. Most of this stuff, I always wait till it goes on sale, and then I pull the trigger on it. And it gives me time to do some research, and then when the price drops, snag it, right? And another thing I bought, I didn't realize I had it, but the Studio Strings, I can't wait to use that one. I'm actually gonna start using that one this year, but it's in here, so I gotta activate that. Oh, and the MPC beta, this one is dope. This one I'm having a lot of fun with it. The ergonomics, what you can do with it, it's spot on. I really enjoy this one. And the other one is Time Warp 2600. I've watched a few people have a good time with this. Again, I got it on sale. It was like 20 bucks or something like that. It was something I couldn't just not buy. And I'm having a ball with it. And I'm using this with Scalar as well. I'm just trying to create some stuff that I normally don't do, or normally I cannot do when I'm pulling out records, sampling, or using libraries. Trying to transition to more of a creating my own sounds. And that's why I got this one. But this one is good if you can get it at the cheaper price. There's a lot of stuff in there. And it's kind of like my entry level into modular synths and that sort of thing. The first synth I ever bought was actually a Roland S50, which was a sampling keyboard, and it had some synth capability in it. So this is kind of exciting for me. Oh, and another thing, I finally took the plunge, I can't talk. I took the plunge and bought Final Cut Pro. I did transition in 2023 to Mac Silicone. I bought the Mac Mini, which is great, all that I need for the type of stuff that I do. And with that, I kind of winged myself off of the TID of Adobe. I was doing the Adobe subscription for over 10 years. I forget which subscription was, but it's the one that had everything in it. And it was like, I was grandfathered in at like $29 a month. But I think it's like 50 bucks if you start now. But if you wait, like anything else, they'll let you get in for a cheaper price. And then after like a year, they'll take it up. But for 29 bucks, I didn't think it was bad, but I just kind of got over doing the subscription thing. A lot of subscriptions I let go, just got tired of it. Fun fact, when they first started the Adobe subscription, I was doing photography. I had a little studio with a partner, and it was $85 back then, but it went down considerably. I don't have anything against Adobe. I was just ready to try something different. My workflow is simplified now, so I don't need all of those tools like I used to. And now that I'm on Mac Silicon, I can do everything on just a Mac Mini M1. That's it. Don't need anything else. I'm using my iPhone right now to record this video using continuity camera, and it looks great. Crazy thing about that is with the Tascam Model 12, it records all 12 tracks inside the video in QuickTime, which is insane. So when I dump that into Final Cut Pro, all 12 tracks are there. You know what? I can show you real quick. I'll show you a video I was editing. So here you can see a video I was editing. I've deleted some of the tracks already, but here all the tracks are in there. I didn't have to sync anything or line anything up. It's all there. So I do think if you figure out what your needs are, if you do move to a Mac Silicon and you want to do some simple video editing using the QuickTime continuity camera, Final Cut Pro, M1 Silicon, and your iPhone, you get some great results. Is there anything else? Did I leave anything out? I think that's it. That's all that I put effort into financially for 2024, and it makes things a lot easier. I really do like. Oh wait, actually there is one more thing. Let me pull that up. Okay, so one of the things that I got that I really like most out of all of it is my Waves plugins, right? In 2023, I tried out a trial of the Waves plugin, the subscription version, because I just wanted to see what was going on. I was moving away from Isotope because they had the Ovox app plugin, they had the Ovox plugin that I was interested in because I'm in the mode where I want to use my bass guitar to trigger MIDI and use all of my sound libraries. Haven't found a solution for that yet. I bought some silly tools that haven't done the job correctly, but I was interested in the Ovox because I thought I would be able to do it with that, and they had a harmonizer. So I was like, let me try it out. And what wound up happening was I thought I selected the month to month, but I wound up doing the year subscription. So it was like a $200 thing, and I got the whole year subscription, which I didn't want. And I considered calling them and saying, forget about it. But after the money was gone, I was like, let's try it. So I got to try all of these plugins and I really like them. And I wound up just figuring out the ones that I like the most. And I bought those after the subscription was over, and they had a big sale on those, and they were barely 20 bucks a pop. So these are the ones that I like: Audio Track, Bass Rider, CLA Bass, the L2 Maximizer, which that one I really like a lot, Noise Suppressor, which is a must, the Pug Tech, I really like that one. That one adds some meaty beef stuff, and I do have to learn how to use it a little bit more. The Renaissance Compressor, the SSLG channel, that one is really good. I've gotten some really good results with that. The Vocal Rider and the Noise Suppressor. The Noise Suppressor is the only one I wish I didn't buy. It didn't pan out to be what I wanted. Anywho, so those are all the things that I bought in 2024. Just trying to make life easier for myself, making some informed, educated decisions on the things that I need for myself. I want to know if you have bought any of these things and you can share any of this sentiment, or if you bought something dope along these guidelines you think I might be able to enjoy as well. Leave it in the comments, let somebody know. And I appreciate you sticking along the ride for this one, and we'll catch you later in 2025.